So now we have a contingency table against two variables. This is the type of shampoo. That's natural, normal shampoo or dry skin shampoo or oily skin shampoo. Against the other variable is the month. So I have data for how much of each of these units are sold in different months. The idea here is we want to find if there is a impact between the type of shampoo and the month. Does it affect, or is it like whatever be the month, the shampoo sales is the same? So we want to know such a thing, right? So to understand that, we are going to do a two-way ANOVA. So this two-way ANOVA, step one is to write the null hypothesis. In ANOVA hypothesis writing, we don't need to use mu x, greater than, less than, nothing like that. Because ANOVA basically is to say whether there is difference or there is no difference. So our H0 can be there is no difference in the months and the type of shampoo sold. There, yeah, we always write the null hypothesis saying that there is no difference. Why? Because we are saying that depending on the type of shampoo, that the particular month there is difference. No, there is no difference like that. Whatever be the type, whatever be the month, the sale of shampoo is by itself. This is what we are trying to say. When I say there is no difference, it means there is no impact. There is no cross impact, or there is no effect of one variable on the other. This is the idea. Okay. So now when you go down to the alternate, in the alternate, we don't write only one thing here because there are two variables, right? In the previous single way ANOVA or one way ANOVA, we had only one variable, performance for A, B, C. That's it. But here it is the type of shampoo and there is also the month on sale. So which means I have to write two alternate hypotheses. What are they? There is an impact or difference in the shampoo type being sold is one alternate, which will correspond to the columns. Okay, this correspond to the column. What do you know? And the other hypothesis is for the row. Alternate, there is an impact or difference in the months on the sale of shampoo. Yeah, there is always two hypotheses here.
One null and two alternatives.
Yes, one for the column, one for the row. The null will always be 1. It will say there is no impact of anything. Everything is just by itself naturally happening. We don't have any impact. But the alternate says, no, maybe the variables in the column are creating a difference, which means the type of shampoo is creating a difference. Or the variables in the row are creating a difference, which means the months have some impact on the sales. So we are trying to say there is an impact of either column variables or row variables, and sometimes both included also. Okay. So then we go to the next step. What is the next step? It's always about significance level. Step 2 is about significance. Alpha is normally given in the question. So for this question, we'll take 5%. Okay. Alpha is normally given. Okay.
Not given, we will
Take 5%. Normally given in the question. We will assume 5%, which is same as 0.05. Normally it is normally given in the question what is the level of significance we want to use. If nothing is given, you can always assume and say I will assume at 5%. Next is our decision rule, right? So step 3 is the same decision rule. What is our decision rule? If F calculated is greater than F critical, then we reject the null. If the calculated is greater than the critical, we reject the null. Let's go to the next step. Our next step is to calculate. Yes. So next step is step 4, which is calculation. Calculate. We will use Excel. Where is in Excel? Data analysis. Yeah. Within data analysis, there is two-way ANOVA. So we will go there. I will just go straight away. Data analysis. So the second one. Two-factor with replication without. Okay, so I go to data analysis.
We select labels or not?
Yeah, data analysis and two-factor without duplicates. We are choosing the one without duplicates, without replication. For the input, I'm just selecting all the values here because I'm having the corner with the name. If I remove this, I can use the labels. Alpha remains to be the same. I want the answer in the same worksheet, so I just put it in the in an empty cell here. Oh, output range. Select an empty cell and press OK. And there we have the results. Now, so I have the result here. This is the summary table, which is the detail of what we fed the data. And now it's calling row 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 because we have 5 months here. So June, July, August, September, October. So and there are 3 types of columns. So column 1, 2, 3. What I will do is, so I will also do one more with the label so we understand it a little more better. Data analysis. Okay. Now I selected with the labels because I deleted this. I made this empty. If that is empty, you can use labels. And same output range. I press OK. OK. Paste it there. So now I have the clear understanding. Now it says for the months, right? What is the average of the month? How many numbers do you have for each month? What is the average? What is the variance? Same way across the columns, which is the type of shampoo, right? This is months. This is months. And this is type of shampoo. This is type of shampoo. Then comes our ANOVA table, which is telling us about the differences between each of them, right? So it says in the rows, what is the sum of squares? In the columns, what is the sum of squares? How much is the error? How many rows did we have? 5 rows. So degrees of freedom, 5 less 1, 4. How many columns did we have? 3. 3 less 1, 2. Totally, how many values? Less n minus whatever, okay? So that will give you the total number of error degrees of freedom. The next step also is the same. This ms is nothing but ss divided by df. Same idea for all of them, okay? But anyway, for this two-way ANOVA, we don't give you, or we will not discuss much about the ANOVA table, calculation on the table. For a simple one-way ANOVA, we do it because it's only one level, right? So we can understand that better. Now, what should I do? I should be comparing this F with this F, right? I should be comparing the F for the calculated, which is the first F column, and compare with the F critical. So if you look at the row, what is the calculated 1.71 and what is the critical 3.8? So is the calculated less than critical or more?
Yes.
It's less. So if it is less, we accept, right? So we accept the null in this case. Look at the columns. The columns also says the calculated is less than the critical, which means that is also accepted. Now, how do we write our understanding or conclusion here? That's our last step. Conclusion is the F calculated for both rows and columns are less than the F critical. In both cases, it is less, which means what? We accept the null. We accept the null. What does the null say? Null says this implies there is no effect of the months and the type of shampoo. On this, we look at the discussion here. Now, if you look at the total values and the average, look at the average in the months 9, 12, 10, 8, 10, almost similar, right? Yes? And if you look at the average in the type of shampoo, 9, 10, 10, almost similar. We don't find anything very interesting to note down from here, correct? So now, do we feel from the data, if you look at the data, we look at the data, this September month seems to have something very low kind of thing, right? Looking at the data, it feels, correct? Don't you not feel there is something which is interesting here, or you feel everything is normal? Not all of them are similar, right? Sometimes it's down and up. So there is something, but from the result that we have with Excel, we are not able to clearly identify anything. So that's why what I recommend is we go next step to do the Megastat. Why? Because Megastat can give you a picture. Picture tells much more than numbers, correct? So let's go to data, Megastat, analysis of variance. We did one factor, now randomized blocks. Randomized blocks.
One or two factors.
Okay, so in analysis of variance, choose randomized blocks. We are just assuming that we have collected the data and assuming all of them are random. We have not specifically performed the experiment for each factor. Okay. If you do it like that, then you should separately find out, okay, in dry alone, within September, you must take 3 samples or 2 samples. Or if you go by the month, then in June, you should take at least 4 or 5 samples for each type of shampoos. Yeah. Then it is replicated. But we are not doing like that. That's a little advanced level of understanding. So I'm not going for the 2-factor actual analysis. We are doing only a randomized block. Just generally checking from a overall perspective. Is there any effect? That's it. We don't want to study deeper. Okay, in September, is there effect of this, or in October? We don't want to go to that level. Just an understanding. So randomized blocks. So randomized blocks. Now Megastat, always remember, you should not choose the English. So it will choose, yeah, it will choose the English. So choose all the data values inside and put this never. Don't do any ad hoc. Why? It will create a very big result. It's a little too higher for our level. We don't need it. But use the plot. Make sure to have a plot. Okay. Then okay. Yeah, you can even use the partitioning also if you want, and press OK. So it will automatically put the partitioning means which of the values are together, which of them are not together. That's the understanding. So you can see it will create as a similar table like Excel, but only that it will call it as treatments and blocks. Okay, it will use the original Fisher's techniques or terminology. Now look at this. This gives us some interesting idea, right? Okay. See, if you look at this, in general, this the second month, it is going up. Third month, going up. Fourth month has some problem. It is decreased. Fifth month, also same result. So 2, 3, and 5. All of these have the same pattern. Increase and increase. Increase and increase. But if you look at month 1 and month 4, month 1 for dry and normal, it is same. It shows the same pattern. But after that, it goes down, right? The oily has come down in month 4. The same happens with respect to month 1. It reduced and further reduced. So there is some impact in these 2 months. We get to understand that there is some impact in these 2 months, but unfortunately, the data is not able to tell us the differences. Why? Because most of them are similar. You get the idea, correct? Most of them are all similar, same type of pattern. So it is not able to tell us, oh, maybe it is wrong. So when you do a graph, it gives you a better understanding. This is the partitioning. You don't need to do the partitioning. It's a little advanced level for us, but we will be able to understand the pattern that is being seen in different months. So naturally, if you want to do something in June and in September, you must give some promotions on oily type of shampoos so you can increase the sale because it is going down. Or you may have to understand, okay, the weather is like this, so they will not buy oily. I should not waste my time in promoting oily. You can do it both ways. Okay. So this is the understanding or the implication that we get from a two-way ANOVA, especially the graphical representation.